Alright guys, it's your boy Shades and Trades here. We got a shareholder letter from Ilus. The stock did take a dump, as you can see back there. Okay, so here's what's happening. And I called this, I'm not gonna argue semantics here. I told you guys, there's two groups here that trade Ilus. Group A loves to sell the news. Group B loves to buy in and then sell on a Friday because they don't want to hold overnight or not overnight over the weekend. Those are the two groups that get in on this. That's why we saw that initial profit taking here, and they sold obviously on the technicals as well. I'm sure that had to do something with it. But on top of that, today saw the news. We predicted this, and we were correct. This is why I wasn't going to chase. I always say don't chase. You didn't get in at 1 penny and under, no reason to chase. Let it come back down if it's going to come back down. Right now, buyers have to show us they're going to keep this trend intact, or it's just going to do what a lot of penny stocks love to do, which is they have their little run up, people get excited, and then it comes back down. Maybe it bounces a little bit, then eventually comes back down to its previous low. Essentially, is what we're that's really what's going on here. So personally, I mean, look at PVSP. This one, look at this. This is getting ready to run. It's above the 200 EMA. The last time it was the last time it was above the 200 MI, it went on a huge run to 2 cents. So, if you want to jump in on this penny stock, go for it. It's setting up for a run. It's got catalyst this week. We'll see if it actually runs. Depends on the news piece. But there's a nice little penny stock play right there. That one is worth buying because it's so cheap right now, and it's worth the risk because it's at 0006 right now. This is a double zero, not double zero. It's not a double zero anymore, but I wouldn't buy here. I would wait for double zero or 1 penny. It's already been there before. So you can't even laugh at me and say, oh, it's never coming back down there again. Yeah, I heard that before at 4 cents, 10 cents. Heard that so many times. I know this stock like the back of my hand. If buyers don't show up here and we don't get a consolidation phase, we're going straight back down. That's what's going to happen. No one should be surprised. Again, look at this run up here. This was actually a better run up. Here we ran from 6 cents, 13 cents almost, and then we eventually tanked and came back down. So just wait for the retracement, guys. Don't think that it's going to suddenly run away from you. But this was a 6 cent move. This is kind of pathetic. This was what, a 2 cent move from 005 to what, 00283. So 2.5 cent move. That's nothing. That's chump change. This is nothing to get excited about. When we move 6 cents in one day, now we're talking. Look at this big green candle. We went from 7 to 11. That's a 4 cent move alone on just that one candle, guys. So nothing to be excited about just yet. Although this was a pretty good move here, but again, it wasn't pennies. It was just a what double zero. Nah, that's nothing. It moved 1 penny. That's nothing. That's nothing compared to that previous run up. So what I anticipate is a downside if buyers don't show up and consolidate here. That's what I expect. I would expect nothing less. Let's touch on the shareholder letter. I'm talking too much about the technicals. Okay, Samo will be making several of its own important and exciting announcements since announcing that we are. Yeah. Okay, so we know we got announcements for Samo coming. They're going to change the ticker to ERT or Fire or whatever. ERTI is kind of ugly. Hopefully it's Fire or ERT. But yeah, I voted for Fire. That sounds fire, I guess. I don't know. But you get the point. Samo right now is the one not getting the most attention. I don't know why it's not slowly climbing up. If we can get above that 200 EMA, we might see, we might start seeing some run ups. But this thing can move cents and fast. So once the buying pressure comes in, we can see this run like QAND did. Uh, Again, we gotta wait for the catalyst and be patient. On that one, don't expect it to move right away. But yeah, legal counsel of Samuel is preparing to file the corporate action for its name and ticker change this week. They're gonna have a what potential merger agreement for Ilus. Both parties aim to sign a legally binding agreement very soon with the intention that the deal be completed and effective before March 31st. Filings are due. The strategy is beneficial to all shareholders, including those of QID and SAML, as it would deliver funding that will allow us to expedite our plans across the subsidiaries and their operating businesses. QID, they're just now responding to the SEC. They want to avoid a reverse split, and they're doing their best to try and avoid a reverse split. We'll see what happens, though. That's essentially what that says there. They met with some shareholders on Friday, and we have some upcoming 8Ks. 75 million shares were added to the outstanding shares last week. Was a conversion done by AJB Capital. This is disappointing. They're working hard to get a NASDAQ deal, pay debt down, reach suitable agreements with lenders, and place Islands in a clean position going forward. It promises to be a very busy but exciting next few weeks for us. As always, thank you. So the usual. But at this point, you just want to wait, buy, hold, and get ready for that next 100 or 200% run, really. So either way, I mean, it's on you as to what you want to buy. SAML, QAD, Ilus. I mean, even QAD is looking like it's getting ready to keep going higher. Ilus, what? Ilus, ooh. I wonder if there's going to be a surge of selling pressure at the end of the day. I'm going to be looking out for that, but I wonder if we're going to get like a surge of selling pressure end of day. I'm curious because this might close 30% if no buyers are showing up and it's just sellers taking control. So that's what it's looking like at least. Yeah, we have support at 183. If that doesn't hold, we're going to 146, and then possibly back to 1 penny. So that's what I'm saying. Like I can wait. If this thing comes back down to penny, I'm loading. You better believe I'm buying. I'm taking my PV. I'm taking my wait. Is that PVSP? There we go. I'm taking my PVSP gains and I'm throwing it at Ibis for that next pop. Clearly, people love 1 penny and under. So it's a shame it can't hold 1 penny. Sybil could do it way back then, and Sybil, look at that. It could hold a penny if it weren't for the CEO just not giving crap. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.